Hi, welcome to another Fiddlehead Fiddle lesson. We're going to do the tune I'll Fly Away. And so, as usual with Fiddlehead Fiddle lessons, I'll play the entire thing, the medium tempo. Then I'll play you the first quarter of the tune and we'll break it down into little bits till you get it. And then we'll slowly work our way through the tune. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so let's get started with the first quarter. Actually, if you know the G major scale, that would be a good thing to do. As warm up. And then do the next octave. And 2 octaves even. Just warm up a little bit with that, and it'll set your ear for the tune, get your fingers in position. All right, so I'm gonna now play the first quarter of the A part to I'll Fly Away. All right, so let's break that down a little bit. We're gonna start on A1, go to D3. That's hard. You might want to, for a beginner, that's kind of challenging me. I want to stay with that a little bit. Just practice it until it's comfortable. All right? Then after that, we're going to add open D and back to third on D. So we have this little piece. That's also a good practice piece. Let's take a moment and loop on that one little piece. Looping is a great practice. You should do it whatever level you get to. If you employ that, it's a great way to practice parts from tunes. All right, so let's move on. Let's do what comes next, which is this little phrase starting A1. All on the A string we have 1, open, 1, low 2, 1. All right, here it is once more. Before that we had. Then, let's put it together. Even slower. So this is the first quarter of the A part. It will also be the third quarter, and it'll also be pretty much the third quarter of the B part. So I think it's worth your while to pause the video right now and practice this because it makes up a lot of the tune. Now let's do the second quarter of the A part. So that's just D3, 1, 3, open, all on D. 3. All right. I'll fly away. Okay, good. Let's move on. Let's do the third quarter, which is the same as the first. So you know it. Let's just play it anyway. And now let's do the fourth quarter of the A part. Okay, so we're going to start A1. And 2 short bows on A, open A. Then D3. Here it is again. Good. We now have all 4 quarters of the A part. Let's just do the entire A part. If anything is unclear, if you're not sure of any of the parts, pause the video, rewind, and practice those parts now. Here we go. Okay, let's move on to the B part. Actually, the B part is very similar to the A part. We really only have, the only major difference is the first quarter. So I'm going to play you the first quarter of the A part. I'm going to play you the first quarter of the B part, and then you'll pretty much have the whole thing. All right, so here we go. Alright, so let's break it down. We start with a long note on A3. 1, 2, 3. It gets 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go on A, 1, low, 2, 3. And then we're going to add 1 open on A. Finally, we add a D3. So we get. Here's that piece again. This is the whole first quarter of the B part. Okay? Good. The second quarter of the B part is the same as the second of the A. The third quarter is almost the same. So remember the third quarter of the A part was the third quarter of the A part was. All we're going to do is add an extra D3 at this point. Listen. That's it. And then the rest is the same. I could have made it exactly the same, but I decided to make this version follow the way the vocal would go, which I think is when I die, hallelujah, by and by. All right. So then the fourth quarter is the same as the fourth from the A. All right. And just as a side note, if you like to sing, you should sing this tune because it'll help you learn it on the fiddle a lot. So just look it up, look up the words, and maybe I'll even put them in the comments field, and then try to sing it. And you can do things like sing and play, or sing then play. Like, I'll fly away. This is the fourth quarter of the B. And then kind of go between the two, like maybe even in a continuous loop. I'll fly away. And then once you do that a few times, maybe you'll get to the point someday where you can do both at the same time. I'll fly away. All right? So you can play around with that, but if you don't feel like singing, that's okay. Just play it. I'm now going to play the entire B part so you kind of get the gist of how that all fits together. And that's the tune. Glad you made it through to the end of another Fiddlehead Fiddle lesson. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video. Excellent.